This is Full of Bull, episode number.
This week, I want to start by focusing on one tough love daily motivation in particular. The focus of this tough love motivation is decision making, and more than anything, the need to just be decisive. The last picture was taken near our cabin in northern Arizona, and as you can see, the elk do not seem in a hurry to decide which way to go. However, their only potential deadly decision is making no decision. If they choose to stand in the road thinking about it, it could end very badly.
All too often it's the same for you and I, where the only thing we can really screw up is just not making a decision. And more times than we realize, one decision versus another decision is going to end us up in the same exact place. So the stress that we expend on minute decisions is not worth the pain. That's not to say that there aren't life-altering decisions that we sometimes must make, but the vast majority are not anything near that. Think about some of the decisions that we've made that at the time seemed enormous, but now maybe not so.
What car should you buy? Should you add the heated seats and bigger engine? At the time, it might have seemed like life and death, but if you get to where you're going safely, does it matter that much?
Should we upgrade our iPhone now or wait for the new model? At the time, it seemed like it was the most important thing, but how important is it now?
How about where you go to college? If you'd chosen a different school, would you have different experiences? Of course. But would you be substantially different than who you are today? Probably not. My guess is that you would still be you.
The point is that so many of our decisions today are not going to drastically change the course of our entire life. So focus on those key decisions, like should I buy a house? Should I get married? Should we have a kid? Etc. The things that will actually change your life. Find a way to quickly and easily make those smaller decisions.
When I don't know what to do, sometimes I just flip a coin, as silly as that sounds. If I have two equal options and there's nothing specific that separates them based on the information I have available, I let luck decide. What I don't do is sit on a decision too long, because then your choice becomes more difficult and sometimes the decision gets made for you. Personally, I would rather let a coin decide than someone else. What am I excited about right now? Well, I have a lot to be excited about. First of all, we have a daughter on the way who's due in September, and we're hoping that she's born in time to start school on time. We also had the opportunity to buy vacation property in the Pacific Beach area of San Diego. We spent the last weekend getting deliveries and getting organized. Thank you, Amazon.
I also have a trip coming up, and if my terrible Spanish is coming together at all, visitar a Madrid. We're going to visit Madrid as well as the Canary Islands, so you can definitely expect some pictures and videos and things to go up. I'm also very excited because my mom had an opportunity to buy a house that fits her perfectly and has the yard that she wanted. What are you excited about right now? I would love to hear it. I failed this week because the new sales program that we've been investing time and energy and resources into had a sales rep that was just trained go MIA. After weeks of training, he just didn't show back up. The sales program is part of our long-term goals, and we have to re-examine a way to weed out unqualified candidates earlier on. This is a learning experience for us, and we need to do a diagnosis to see what we can fix. I would recommend that you spend 2 to 3 minutes to think about how you failed this week. Then examine it to see if you did everything you could, and if not, make the corrections. And if you did, then chalk it up and move on. Joining me again. Thank you for listening to my rants. And please check out next week's episode number 3. We'll post about the same time. And feel free to follow us on social media. You'll see some other stuff, and you won't have to look at me all the time.